Hello and welcome to the return of the VRChat video developer update. I'm Straz from the VRChat community team. I'm happy to announce that the main menu 2.0 update is now in open beta. In this video, we'll be talking about some of its new features and some of the thinking behind the new design. But before that, I wanted to talk to you about when you can expect to see videos like this in the future. We've been listening to the community really intently over the last few months, and one of the things that we've heard loud and clear is that we need to do a better job of keeping the community informed about what we're doing and what our plans are. We agree. So for the past month, we've been sitting down and completely rewriting our communication strategy. Part of that new strategy has been the text developer updates that are posted on a weekly basis on our Ask forums. These help us let the community know what we're working on to bring the users into the day-to-day of VRChat's development. It also lets users give us feedback during the development process, even before we push something to beta. This way, we can give the community a bit more insight into why we're making the choices we are. These won't be the only ways we're sharing information, and we'll be refining the process as we move on and receive feedback. But with that out of the way, let's talk about the new main menu. The new main menu, or main menu 2.0, has been a long time coming. This is a project that we wanted to tackle for years, but we simply didn't have the resources to do it. Until relatively recently, VRChat was a very small team, and we had to focus our efforts extremely strategically, which meant that the new main menu had to wait. Way back in October of last year, we released the first part of the new UI, the new quick menu. Our intention was to release the main menu update shortly after, but it ended up taking a little bit more than we anticipated. The old main menu was built on a lot of technical debt that had to be sorted out. We weren't just reskinning the old system, but rather building an entirely new one that could grow with us. We've gotten through all that now though, and we think it's ready, so here it is. We've spent a lot of time thinking about how to make the new main menu usable and easy to acclimate to. Our goal was to make sure that it's both easy to understand for new users, but powerful enough to be customized for the preferences of our already active users with varying needs. It also had to work with all of our existing systems, while at the same time being modular, allowing us to build on it in the future. That modularity will allow us to do so many things that we simply couldn't do in the past. We can now add in stuff like localization, more accessibility and quality of life features, and additional udon hooks that can be controlled by world creators. Eventually, we'd like to open it up to skinning too. While these aren't things that are likely to come out soon, we can now safely put them on our roadmap. There's also entirely new systems coming out that rely heavily on the new UI. For example, groups just wouldn't work with the current system. We needed something way more robust. As we anticipate groups will be a large part of VRChat moving forward, we had to make sure that our UI didn't force us to make any sacrifices with it. There are a lot of careful design choices that have been made here, and we're not going to be able to get into everything in this video, but we did want to highlight a few features we think you'll be excited to see added to VRChat. The first thing that you'll notice when you open up the main menu is the Launchpad. The Launchpad is an entirely new section that shows you a bunch of useful information at a glance. You'll be able to quickly see how many friends you have online, how many pending invites and friend requests you have, what worlds you've been to recently, and also if any of your favorite worlds have received an update, not to mention everyone you've recently hung out with. As you can see, the world menu has been completely redesigned. Our main goal here was to improve discovery and to encourage users to explore more. The first thing that you'll notice is just how many more worlds you can see at once, and we don't just mean the default screen either. Advanced users that know the menu well can minimize the left side almost entirely, replacing the text with buttons, allowing you to see even more worlds at once. And if that's still not enough for you, you can click the top right grid icon to squeeze even more worlds onto the page. Search has been improved too. When you first enter the search page, you'll be presented with a series of random queries. Anytime you reload the page, the queries will be jumbled. We want to get users into worlds they might not have otherwise found, and we want world creators to have a better chance of users stumbling across their creations. We think that this new addition will create a little bit of randomness in the search process, provided that you want it. If you want to search the traditional way though, we've improved that too. You can now filter out your search results, giving you a better chance of finding the precise world that you're looking for. The social menu has also changed. Just like the world menu, you can see far more of your friends at once now. We know users with a lot of friends often have trouble scrolling through all of them, which can make it difficult to figure out who you might want to hang out with. Now though, you can see at a glance who you can join on, as well as who is hanging out in private worlds. Just like with the world menu, power users can minimize the menu on the left side. This way you can see even more of your friends at once. You can also navigate through your friend groups, as well as your offline friends, and any users you've blocked. Joining VRChat for the first time can be overwhelming, and we want to make that experience a little bit better. The help and info section goes a long way to solve that issue. In this section, you'll see how-to guides on just about everything in VRChat. Need to know how to add a friend, find a world, or an avatar? There's an article for that. We'll also be posting patch notes here so users can read about what we've changed in VRChat without having to go to the Discord or the website. While we were doing the main menu, we also realized that the VRChat HUD's pretty old, and we wanted to refresh that too. Not only does it look different now, but you can adjust the opacity of the whole HUD or just individual elements. For those of you who've wanted to disable just the microphone icon, you now can do that. Additionally, you can choose to see a pop-up on your screen when you receive a new notification. The new HUD is significantly more customizable than the old one. We think you'll be able to make it way more comfortable for you, regardless of if you're in VR or desktop. The main menu is a major part of VRChat, and redesigning it has been a huge task. We're so excited to finally be able to get it in front of users. Of course, there's more to it than what we've shown off in this video, and we encourage you to go check out the beta just to see how much has changed. Once you've done that, please head over to our feedback boards to provide us with your thoughts, whether you like or dislike the changes that you're seeing, or have useful input on a particular aspect of what we've shown off today. These are some big changes, so any feedback you've got for us will help shape our roadmap for any improvements to come. See you in the beta, and don't forget to keep an eye out for video updates in the future.